every day it's try to be proven wrong, like just
Hmm.
genuinely, like just try to be proven wrong. And it's, how many days can you dead ass do that until you have a day where you had no the adversaries? What happened? I thought everyone was right. I thought I was all wrong. Which you can have whatever mindset you want. You can look at that and say, oh, that could turn dark really fast. Yeah, it could, and it's so fucking effective when you're doing it with such militant humility. How is that for a funny paradox to have? Put that in an archetype or a duality.
Ego awareness is embracing the perspectives of others that are kind of negating your own
Yeah.
headcanon.
For me anyway, the way I would say things, so like when I talk about that left and right-handed path, we're gonna just say that there's one for every game. Stick through the story of the right-handed path, and then next time try the left-handed one, or vice versa. I don't care.
And we're
Try out
talking, we're
one.
kind of talking Buddhism here, like left, right,
Yeah,
middle,
if there is a
like
duality.
fully embracing ego,
Yeah,
fully
if there's
negating ego.
yeah,
Everything is
yeah, and
enlightenment, nothing is
if it's as
enlightenment.
deep as that, if it's as deep as that, for analogy's sake, like I mean, it really is like offense or defense for a game. Play defense the entire game. See how it is. Now, how does a person play offense for a full game? Watch how they do it, and while playing defense for a full game. Just do it. No, fuck it. Well, you're gonna play a lot of games. Doesn't matter. And then another game, do the opposite. Try offense the entire game, no defense. See when offense normally gets tired out. See when defense normally gets tired out. Just feel out the game one time or two times. Try out both paths. And now you get the story. Now you get what happens. You get why that story happened like that. So you start to piece together the story of this game. And this game is whatever venue that you're in.
Well, in this process of kind of almost like martyrdom, right? Like you're taking on all these perspectives that obviously we defend ourselves from in most cases, like naturally. There's a fear of like ego depletion, which can even result in like mental or physical health problems, right? Like, is it just not in some people's nature to have the capacity or strength
Dude,
maybe to
it's
do this,
ego
or
martyrdom. It's just ego martyrdom because it is just like what I understand why Buddhists would probably, I mean, what monk gurus, whatever we're gonna call it, it would ask like, what is your intentions? Why do you want to be enlightened? Like genuinely, like if you're not enlightened via byproduct of whatever your interest is, then why is your interest enlightenment itself? I mean, I would say like I don't have God the Father knowledge at my disposal. Like this is not my RAM. I sing my ABCs to tell you what comes after what. I
yeah,
created these stories for myself.
why do people want enlightenment? Think
That's
it'll
what I'm
free them from
asking.
suffering?
Like what? Like what? Just so you can tell me what P comes before Q or K or whatever without having to
Just to
sing the alphabet.
pontificate? I don't know. I don't think
Like,
that. I
you know what
think
I
that's a
mean?
pretty shallow way of approaching it. I mean, people certainly do that, especially today. But like even more genuinely, people
What is it?
will come to spirituality often from grief or fear, thinking that you read the all the holy books and it's like, oh, this will free me from suffering. But I don't really see that. It's almost like you're taking
Which
on all
kind of
the
suffering?
suffering.
Yeah, which kind of suffering, right? It's like you realize that your old issue was silly because this new issue is so much worse. That's the old punchline that people bring up. Yeah, and I agree.